Alright, let's see what we got here, huh? Gonna sneak our way around. Better put shit away. And put things in chat as well. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh goodness. Open up again, sweet iPad. I'm a little unsure on what to do today, so we're sort of there we go. That done. I'll probably mute Discord if need be. Hopefully I won't get that many I guess messages or notifications is probably the right word. So we're just gonna roll up a little bit here and get ready to draw. So it's art season, folks. So let's see what we can do, right? So right now, there's sort of at least a little bit of options here in regards to what we can do. Because I've honestly got some sort of D&D sketches that I could refine and turn into something a little better. I also have sort of the idea of sort of just working with a whole study, you know, like doing a character study. Or at least a type of art study, I guess. Other than that, it's relatively chill in regards to sort of what we can do. I think for right now, I'm kind of feeling trying some things out in regarding to style. So I might open up a new canvas, actually. A little square one. As we try to see what we can do here. Just also let me know if the music is too loud or too quiet and stuff like that. I think it might be a little loud in my headphones, but you know how it is. So what we're gonna do actually is open up Pinterest here on the side. As we're gonna find, let's see, a quick portrait. If I can spell. Portrait photography. We're gonna take a look there and see what we got. Let's see, because I'm looking for something with good shadows. So let's try this one. Right? We're gonna do a quick screenshot. We're just gonna put that in there. Did it not copy? Oh no. Is it not in there? No? Alright. Doing it again. Alright. I'll just leave that be here. Okay. Photographer is Joseph Barrett. We're gonna keep that in mind. Insert a photo. That's what we wanted. So we can sort of just do this, right? Or maybe what I'll do is I'll undo here and then copy and paste, delete that, and then fit this to the canvas. So we have like a middle ground here. And then what we're first gonna do is a little bit of redlining here because we're focusing on painting, right? So what I'm gonna be doing is not really much. I'm gonna be basically putting in markers for where things start and end. Because I'm also gonna try to do a little bit of rendering as well. So the one things I'm actually well, I'm gonna leave anything that's sort of inside the eyes or inside the face itself to be sort of here and then here, and then I'm gonna sort of leave the the shape and follow that one on its own. just because everything will sort of look unproportionate if I don't get this right on the first try. So the outside we're gonna leave as a red line here, just as a general. And then we're gonna do things like mark hairline and sort of leave other things sort of up to us practicing, right? I am unsure what I should do with the hand in this particular case, but I just love the way that it looked. What I might do is mark it off for now and see what I can do with that later. I know that it pushes up against the hand here, this cheek bit, so we're gonna do that. Because that's where the palm ends. This is actually where the palm ends, and this is where the wrist begins. So, with that, we've got our vague idea, right? So, I'm gonna actually duplicate this and put it away because this fits perfectly with the canvas. And we're just gonna put that over here and work from there. So, we're gonna start with the eyes. And the thing with these, this eye in particular, is that it's actually quite cornered. Luckily, since we're sort of focusing on the painting bit here, we're sort of just getting shapes in. This goes into the corner of the eye here. And the eyebrow seems to stop here. But I know it's more horizontal than that, or at least that's the way it looks, right? So. And with that, there's like a sort of triangle shadow here. And another shadow here. And the reason I'm putting this in is because hairline actually ends around here as well. So it goes this way. Greetings, ma'am. Hi, Electric. Welcome. So the reason I'm adding in these sort of shaded bits is because I want to try a harsher shade coloring style. So I'm adding them in before we sort of continue, so I know where to put them. Although I could look at the reference image, I'm trying to sort of... What you drawing? This picture by, I'm gonna write the name down here, Joseph Barrett, is the photographer. I do not know the photographer. Credit where credit is due, right? This is kind of a painting study. Where I'm sort of gonna try to see if I can get it to maybe not resemble the image directly, but enough so that I can recognize it, right? And how are you? I'm doing well, thank you. It's been a cozy day. So let's try this other eye here. This eye looks a lot smaller, so we're sort of gonna go up around here and actually have it end in a curve this way. And this is almost completely brow, so like that almost. It's most likely a horizontal type of line. NNS, am I right? I know, right? No. I think like the chat seems a little light in comparison. Can you guys read the chat? Should I make it black? I could try that. Font settings, or maybe yeah, I'll just done. There we go. What chat? Valid. There we go. So settings. Good. Done. Make it dark gold like my tablet. Ooh, that's a good option. Okay. Actually, let's do that. No, wait, let's do that. While we're here, let's do that. Chat box. Font settings. There we go. Done. Let's try this and see if that works. Either way, things are going well. I had a lovely talk with my sister today. So Sissy and we were chilling. This goes straight down from under here as well. And this is sort of where the finger goes. Where it's beep boop. That does look quite nice. That does look quite nice. And if we follow the sort of trace of the finger, you actually can't really see that it bends until here where I put down our second marker. Because this is where the other finger was as well. My dog is squeaking. Teddy, did you find your toy? Did you find it, Bubba? Yeah. You are an artist, Electric. I 100% agree. So I like working in goodness, I don't know what to call it, but when I did live drawing, sort of I did a lot of I was told to draw from the shadow. Sort of like, instead of marking off the parts that are light, marking off shadows instead. So that's one of the things that I've taken with me, which is of course quite hard to do digitally, or at least I find it difficult, but that's because I am much more of a sort of bright and shiny kind of colorful artist. And if you draw from the shadow, you sort of focus on what you can't see instead of what you can. It goes in. And then there's, again, the sort of fold of the skin, like that. And these are just our baselines here, because I want to be able to paint over this and not sort of be upset that I'm doing it. So, I'm gonna go like this. Gonna sit like there. That will end here, as we have a knuckle here and a knuckle here. Because this goes in a little bit, and then there's sort of tip here, and it goes like this, and then there's like a ring here as well. But, you know, there are things to do. So, with that in mind, let's see if I can get a little closer here. Okay, now we have one here. That's actually resting quite nicely, so we can sort of put it out from under the nose here. This is where the edges of the lips sit, and this is the top of the lip, so it actually goes here and down, almost a bit before the end on this part here, and it's down. Again, something along these lines. I should be doing art right now, but I'm procrastination. Honestly valid. But sometimes procrastinating means that you do better art later. This is the bend of the skin, and then it goes up like that. Then it's the same thing here, where it sort of follows this. It's all real flat, honestly. It needs to go out like this a bit more. And that goes here. Jen, teach me the ways of being normal. Oh god, I don't know. But I mean, this art is making my chair, and if I procrastinate, I have nowhere to sit. Okay, valid. Except not really, but, it's not super valid to have nowhere to sit. But I can see what you mean. But sometimes doing work is hard. again, we're doing shadows instead of particular shapes, right? So we're doing like the inside of the ear here. And all of this is just one big shadow, so I really don't worry about that. There also seems to be a shadow around here onto this edge of the face. It goes down here, follows down this part of the hand, goes across the knuckle, like that. A little bit of highlight here, and underneath the eye as well. And this part of the eye as well has a bit of light in it, so... Oh, this is the easiest shit I could be doing. I mean, sometimes you gotta make sure that you get to, again, this is gonna... I'm trying to say this in a way that doesn't sound completely convoluted. The procrastination of, like, not doing one task by doing a different task is one of the easiest things to do as someone who tends to procrastinate. I'm the same way. So, like, instead of, you're being mean, no, instead of, like, I will clean my entire apartment before I start, like, doing anything that's necessary. You know what I mean? Like, I will do a bunch of unnecessary tasks until I find the part that is necessary. So, like, it's not uncommon. Oh, that sounded like my voice. What did? Me generally talking, or, And this goes down here. I might just keep it to the hand. Maybe I can do like a... Yeah, I think I'm just gonna sort of do like a neck moment instead of having it lean forward. I would follow this. Saying you're being mean in a squeaky voice. You know, sometimes you gotta learn. Oh my god, I was playing V Rising with Letterlock and some folks yesterday. It was either yesterday or the day before, and it was absolutely hog wild because it's like Letterlock literally stopped me straight up and I was like, "You sound like a fucking anime girl right now." And I was like, "How dare you in my fucking Christian Minecraft server? How dare you?" But apparently, when I was getting freaked out about what was going on because suddenly things would happen and I would have to attack things, then I got real squeaky. And then I was told that it sounded like an anime girl. So, you know, what am I if not a voice actor, right? The neck would also have a shadow going this way in. So it would be light here and then sort of shadow here. And then... around here is where I'll put... It has to be a little smaller than that. The iris and pupil are always a lot smaller than one would think. Eye shine. Oh, goodness. You sound like Rock if he was from an anime. Yeah, no, it wasn't this voice, or my regular tone, because if I was being jump scared and shit. And it's hard to say that you got jump scared by a fucking video game, but I did, and it happens often. Needs to be a little smaller, I think. A little rounded at the top as well. We're not really gonna be able to see this either, so I don't really... There's also a shadow here. And then this is almost completely covered in shadow, honestly. There's a little extra shadow bit here. And sort of like a No, it's actually closer to the eye itself. I'm not gonna try to confuse myself even more so. It's like this. And then there's like an eye bag thing. And then there's actually a bit of highlight. There it is. That's what I wanted. Cap. Greetings. Hello, Mary B. Welcome, welcome. Goes up and then across, I think, a little bit more than I thought than the eyebrow would. It also seems to be like a sort of, not like a curl in the brow, but in like a little scrunkly bit right here. So, but I'm immediately going to ruin this with painting. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna first duplicate it, hide the one layer. We're smart here. Brightness, make it like a dark brown so we don't mind painting over it. And then what we're first gonna do is, I don't know if I want to use the same skin tone palette. I might just find a different palette and use that instead. So let's see what we got. This one? We'll set this one as default for now, right? And now that means that now we're here, we have the Ascend palette. We can work with this. Because basically this has the mid-ranges that we need. So what we're gonna do for right now is put in our baseline, which I think would be cool as like this mid-tone blue. Ah, fuck. I plead the fifth. Honestly, I get it. So I'm gonna be painting on top of this, and with it and around it and stuff like that, because I'm trying to do a bit of rendering and see what I can get out of this shenaniganery. Which also means I'm gonna take the little image I have here and move that maybe here? No, here. It's not cheating if it's a part of the fucking... There it is. And then I have one back here, which I used for the guidance. And then I'm gonna move this as well. Just so we know who did the photography. I didn't take this. And we're gonna go around here again. Is this the right layer? Yes, it is. So... Shenanigamery. Oh, I love that. Shenanigamery. Oh my god. Very good. Very, very good. Let me zoom out. Thank you. And there's a specific reason that I'm not using the skin tones of the image, and that's simply because I would, like, while I'm comparing light and value, and I don't want to, like, the thing is, I know that this isn't gonna look just like the image, and if I tried to do that, you know Fabio, right? Yeah, we've talked here and there. I wish I talked to them more, but I'm afraid that I haven't. We have a lighter here. Ooh, it's not by much though, so... But that might be what we need. Oh. Oh, I have an idea. But I don't want to paint in black and white. So what I might do... Wait, can I change the settings here? Wait a second. Oh, I have a way to make this work for me. I have a way to make this work for me. Wait, I can do this. We're gonna... You invented the family. Oh, that is very good. Save the photos. Fuck it. Fine. here, right? Now we have that. And now I will take these two. Gradient map, monochrome. That's monochrome now. We're gonna take this image, we're also gonna monochrome it. See that? You see that? I love that. Because now what we can do is reference from this image onto that one. You see that? That's fucking big brain. What we're gonna do is that is the best color in regards to the highlight of the skin tone, which is this one. Do we see that? I love that for me. That's gonna actually sit here. And the idea right now is that we're getting a bunch of flats down. And flats in this particular case means things like our basic levels of highlight and stuff like that. Where afterwards we will sort of merge, or we'll start to draw on top of the sketch layer. So we'll start drawing on top of this and eventually blending it all out. Right there. Okay. This is also a significant bit higher. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and go this way and do under here. Because this will be, I think this will be our white in this particular case, simply because I can't do that on my own. All right, let's see. For lighter of the hair, that color. So that'll be this one. Here, actually, I think might be the better one. The one next to it that I think I'm gonna use. There. Oh, but he's perfect. We're learning here. So we're gonna sneak away around the back and do a bit back here as well. This might be our darkest hue, so that's sort of right around the corners here. Also back here, as well as most of our shadows. But this isn't completely either, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this one. Right, so we're gonna take this one. There. We're messing around a little bit with colors here. We're gonna let things be a little messy. Because I think it's gonna look good when it's done. I'm gonna take this one and do sort of the top of the brow with that. And all this down here seems to be that same sort of tone as well. And let's see, for that shade, this one. Okay, but I actually really enjoy that, like the bright shock of pink. Okay, let's see what we got, right? This will go down here. These two are the exact same. Can I delete that? There it is. And I will move it over. No. Over here. Thank you. Right? Yeah. Right? I don't know. Who are you? Da Vinci? I'm fucking trying, homies. I'm not Da Vinci, but I am working on it. We'll take that to be the highlight here. That'll go on our nail as well, as long as this patch here. And we'll take... No, I can't even color drop from there. We'll take this one and do this bit right here. So a middle ground here along with here. Since this is a highlight color, right? We're sort of only putting it in places where it's supposed to be slightly lighter than the base. So, example here. And here. There's a bit of shadow there as well, but nothing particularly dark. So I'll take... here. Multitudes of shadows? Yeah, sure. Different color shadows? Absolutely. Fuck it. Why not? We'll do what we can. I will also take this one, I believe. And these. Okay, we're gonna take the heavy shadow, put that over here, and down here as well. But we also have a slight bit of a lighter tone, but not quite, but not actually light. So that's gonna be this one, and that also goes down here. And in response to that, there's this one, which goes around here. And also this one, I believe, which is here. And we'll take here, put that across this as well. There we go. Now it's time for the lip. And then a highlight as well. Yeah, the exact same tone. So that'll be this one, which will go right here. And then I'll take a bit of a darker one as well. Well, that one isn't particularly dark. I think I chose the wrong one. Yeah. Okay. There's also a bit of like a highlight of the base skin underneath here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to find, yeah, this one. And then there's actually a very thin layer, this underneath. But it's probably closer to this one. So, as someone who said she wasn't gonna absolutely go with the details, I am proving myself wrong constantly, all the time. So, more of a shadow here as well. So we'll take this color, fourth one across. Do the third one as well. Maybe the third one more. Back to fourth. And then almost a pitch black shadow over here, which means it's going to have to be our darkest color, which is this way. And then there's a bit of a lighter one here, which means I'm going to take this and go that way. Okay. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. And then a bit of a highlight. Well, that's almost as bright as the eye, so I'm gonna actually take this and move that there. Anything that's as bright as the eye that I'm missing? No? Other than that, I think I have it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let that be our base tone. We're gonna go over here. And this is gonna be vaguely darker than the skin. So here, perhaps. That's still a highlight to me. That is still a highlight to me. So there. And then back here. I think we have enough of our flat colors here. So we're gonna start painting on top. Or what I'm gonna do, I think, is that I'm going to copy the canvas and paste it on top of everything so I can sort of blend it out like that. So now I can sort of, how big is this brush? There it is. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start blending. Also a bit of a highlight right there as well. So let me just, there. Not really gonna notice it in the end piece, but we're gonna try and sort of make it fit in regards to a light. But we're also gonna be going back and forth between all these, so we're gonna see what we can do here. So I also think this is a cool way of testing out my hues and values to see if I can get this to look right. There's actually a bit of highlight this way as well. I might have to make this a little larger. Start blending it a little bit out. This is the part that I think is funnest, but might be most boring for you guys to see, which is sort of the rendering and finessing bit, since I'm still learning that, you know? So I'm just like, oh, we're doing something new. And you guys are like, why is this bitch blending for the past 45 minutes? But I'm excited to see how it turns out, because this actually has like a very relatively sharp line to it as well. So just one little stripe that we're sort of just gonna let sit on its own. Like, I'm not gonna actually blend that out too much. I'm gonna sort of let it sit there. Sometimes sometimes less is more. When it comes to art, I like to believe that in regards of getting shape and sort of frame understood, like the less you do to make it detailed and perfect, the better it becomes. Because, at least in my case, I love like big wide gestures and stuff like that. So with that in mind, like, if you sit and finesse over a pose for too long, you can, at least I personally can see, I think that's also because I'm still learning, that like I can stiffen up the pose by trying to draw it again and again. So I end up like trying to keep things to a one sketch minimum, and I normally end up with 3 or 4, but like I try to keep things as lowbrow as possible, you know? Then I think I get the gesture best that way. So there's also a bit of a highlight here in the middle, but it's nothing more closer to the shadow here, so I'm just gonna yeah. So I think this is a really good practice that I will enjoy, I think. I'm gonna try and make it fun for you guys as well, but I make no promises. I've also, my original thought, like, I felt a little demotivated to draw today, so while I was talking to my sister, I was like, what should I do? I don't know what to draw. And Sissy was like, well, you know what you could do is just play Hades. And I was like, that is a good option, but I can always play Hades. Because, like, I played it once on Tuesday, and then I was like, oh, I should play more of this. And then I was like, but maybe I should do it on streams, because then y'all can sort of join me as I learn how to get better. But on the other hand, I don't have to do everything on a stream, and there was a whole mess there as well. So she was very encouraging of me just doing whatever the hell I wanted. And I was like, but I also do want to draw. I just don't know what to draw, and that's what makes me not want to draw. So I was like, I could do studies. And then she was like, oh, brilliant idea. And I was like, Sissy, you fucking genius. So we can thank Sissy for, we can thank the Gammy twin for this one. Because I think on Tuesday again, I'm gonna start the season 2 of The Walking Dead. Because the only reason I didn't do it last Tuesday was because I was like, right, 400 days is still a thing. So I'm very excited. I've also been thinking of like downloading my videos and putting VODs of them up on YouTube and like speed paints and stuff. Because I think, like, I personally watch more streams when they're VODs than I do sort of when they're live. So I was like, well, maybe other people would enjoy that too, especially in like art streams like these, where the progress can take a while. But so there's like, if they don't want to see me doing the same sketch over and over again, they can just skip to the good part. But I don't know. I've never really done like video editing and stuff like that before. So I'm a little intimidated is what I think I'm trying to say. But that might be something that I'm gonna do, so I don't know. Look out for that, I guess? I don't know. It's a relatively blurred transition, so we're gonna keep that a little messy. Oh, I do enjoy how this is turning out, though. I think this is gonna be really nice. I'm gonna have a little bit of water. Okay. The big shadowy bit. This is sort of where the chin begins, right? So we should probably blend that out a little bit more into the ear. Let's take it to the bigger one. Yes, does it only go from 7 to 10%? Is there a giant difference there? Absolutely. Microscopics. The amount of times I've sit in sort of like a gradient map or like a sort of hue change and been like, okay, but is 7% or 8% better? So, you got options. Not particularly sharp, but there is a moment of just the actual color, so we're gonna blend that out a little bit. This is forced progress. This is forced art improvement. As I will sit and push myself through this drawing as I make it look good. also a bit of regular here as well, so. There we go. I'm most worried about the eyes in regards to being able to get those to look right, because those are eyes are the windows to the soul, right? So, and they're probably what carries the expression most, other than eyebrows. But eyebrows frame eyes, that whole eye area. That's what really makes something look the same. So I'm incredibly terrified. I take this color, I think. I unintentionally colored this person in the bi colors. You know what? I'll take it. I should make this a lot smaller. What's our 4% doing for us? Our 4% is probably our best bet, so we're gonna do a little bit up here. And our highlight that is actually just the same color as the white of the eye, so we're just gonna do that. Just give me a quick second of this. I need it to be a little lighter. And sort of just blend that down. I guess happy Pride, right? Well, I mean, Danish Pride starts here in August, so our Pride Month just began. And then I want it to be a little lighter as well, so this. I'm only really using this as a blending color because it's going to fade out into something a little less. And this is supposed to be a lot smaller, so like that. Again, eyes are the hardest part. Especially when you try to actually make them look good. This? Yeah. For now, that's okay. I might make it a little darker later. Because it doesn't seem to have the same energy, but I think that's because I ruined the, not ruined, I didn't let the blending take place, as it's a little darker up top than it is anywhere else, and I've sort of hidden that through a line. So we're gonna put this up a little bit and let it blend out from its base color to something lighter. That is better. That is better. But I do still think this needs to be a smidgen smaller. Like that, I think, is our best bet. Like, you guys see what I mean, right? Oh, my goodness. I'm gonna go around here and up. What about that bit over in the corner? That's the same as... Okay, let's see what we can do here. We have that purple. We're gonna put that purple here. And then another hit of that sort of very light color. Be the inner corner. Again, we're gonna try to keep as much as the original shape as possible. We're gonna make that just the smallest one we got here, a size 2. Or is it a size 3? I don't tend to think, but it might be a size 3. It is a size 3. The reason I estimated that is because I like to do my numbers in 3s. I like uneven numbers. And I don't know why I do, but I think uneven numbers just sort of like... I don't know. 3 has just been a good number. Always has been, always will be. For me, at the very least. I can't confirm everyone else's, but you know what I mean. Alright, let's see. That goes outwards here. I'm gonna make that a little larger, I think. Like that. Yes. Alright, so we need to probably pull this purple a bit more this way. As we sit and curl that around. That does look good. That does look good, but I don't know if I got the right shape here, so. Go down like this, I think. There we go. And then I'm gonna take that small bit again, and we're gonna go this way. What I think I'm gonna do, however, is draw on top of the black line. Or, in this case, a dark brown. As we sort of blend out the eye itself. And put in our highlight, and then our shadow right underneath it. How far does that one go? It actually goes all the way around and is a little wider here. So we're gonna see what we can do here. Let that go out this way and blend that in a little bit more. No, I actually needed that to be a little larger. There we go. That's what I wanted. Alright, let's see what we can do here with our shadows. You, sir, get no maidens. You absolute motherfucker. I mean... The thing is, you are factually incorrect, but with the way that I've been sitting and talking about, like, a little eyelid color for the past, like, 15 minutes, you would assume that I don't get maidens. However, you are horrifically incorrect. But you are right, I shouldn't. I like that sort of dark shadow there, so we're gonna make that a little smaller. With that highlight, take up our corner here, and so put that into the triangle shape that we have right here. My G. You get all the maidens? I'm afraid so. It's honestly a burden that I must carry. Mog is top maiden, you've got. Oh, Mog just turned 18, so, like, I'm gonna keep myself away from that. Nope. Up until, like, a day ago, Mog was not a maiden. Alright, let's see what we can do here. The shadow's a little farther back than I thought. But we are going to have to add a bit for the nose as well, in what I could imagine is this color. Sort of following the brow out across to here, and then like a line downwards. Seems just around right? Mog really liked Gammy. I like Mog too. Not that. I just have to make sure that everyone who is a part of this weird maiden harem is of consenting legal age. I'm just making sure that everyone is a adult. I found a stone. What the fuck? A stone? Where are you? Are you, like, actually outside? What's going on? I don't like that. I need this base color back in here. In the garage. How big is this stone? Is it like pebble? Or like an actual stone? It's like a stone. Click. I feel like at some point, like I call them stones, rocks, and pebbles, like differentiating on size. So like, depending on the size of the rock, it is either a stone, a rock, or a pebble. Stone, small rock. Exactly, and a pebble is a small stone. Like, you get it. Okay, so if you, like, just look here, this is turning out pretty well. And sand is small. Sand is small pebble. It goes rock, stone, pebble, sand. Yeah, no. Rock, stone, pebble, grain, sand. Cha-ching. Go out like that. Now that I'm looking at, I meant pebble, but roadstone. What the fuck? You know, it's a Freudian slip. It happens to the best of us. I think I am the maidenless. It's okay. Everyone's allowed to be a little maidenless every once in a while. Gonna sneak our way down here. I'm merging all the layers together now, so if I fuck up, I'm fucking up on an astronomical level. Thoughts kilometer. Andrew Tate. Ooh. Now that's a kind of man that I would love to sucker punch, but the thing is, I think he would cry if I did it. So, thoughts on Andrew Tate? Oh, yeah. I think my previously stated statement still stands. I think he is a awful, fucked up inspiration to a bunch of misogynistic traits that should not be shared. Just a trash man, just an absolute garbage man who doesn't respect women and just generally gives me the ick. What color is your Bugatti? Oh my god. I don't have a Bugatti. I have a giant transit wagon. Which is not fucking up. My car is giant. I have like a Goodness gracious, how do I say it? It's like half a bus. It's a big fucking car. The station wagon. In size, not an actual station wagon. I've got a beefy car. Because it needs a ramp in the back, you know what I mean? And since it has a ramp in the back, it has to be longer. So it's like it's vaguely, it's like a tour, it's like I have a moped. I'm so jealous. I want a moped. I want a motorcycle. I want it. I'm kidding. I've always wanted to drive motorcycles and mopeds and stuff like that, but my balance is really rough. So everything that I need to be able to drive needs like a 3-wheeler at minimum. So mine's dying. It leaks oil. I need to get a new one at some point. Ugh. You know when your vehicle leaks oil, that is a bad time. That's the chaos that begins. I'm getting notifications. Why am I getting notifications? Ugh, my goodness. My sister is drinking alcohol. I love that for her. Good job, sissy. Getting the stuff right. But no, I have, my car is a bit of a beast, so I quite enjoy her. It's very great when I live in the teeny tiny fucking city. Or, like, where everything is really, like, tightly packed, so you sort of just end up getting... Like, you end up just throwing every other car around. Tried to get it fixed, but nothing works. I'm just gonna sell it to some bozo and buy a new one. Honestly, yeah. Maybe you could get it to a chop shop and scrap it for parts. It's certainly an option. Because, I mean... If there's only a few things with it that are fucked, then like it could sell pretty decently if you were just to sell some parts. Why am I not looking at the reference while I'm doing this? I'm an idiot. What am I doing? I'm supposed to be looking at the reference. What am I doing? That's plan B. It's a good plan B. It is a good plan B. Sometimes you gotta ask some random VTuber on the internet, what to do about your moped, you know? Oh my god, I should not be giving advice. We're gonna go up in a triangle and down here. Sort of a little bit as we let this take the overhand. But yeah, sometimes you gotta just make sure shit works, you know what I mean? But that's why I'm very happy with my car. But I'm lucky I don't use it that often. It's more when semester starts here. I want to get an old granny moped. Oh my god, yes. The older the better. Like, it needs to be ancient. It needs to be like from Luca, like the movie. I'm like a big guy. Riding a granny moped would be the shit. Oh, hell yeah. I will say though that that's like it's like one of my favorite, I don't know if trope is the right word, but like it's one of my favorite things to see big people with small items. So like if like a larger guy has a teeny tiny dog, you know what I mean? That like fuels me with joy. I just get like, aw. I'm just like, we know that like I'm just like, yeah, that makes sense. Hey Faves, hi Mog, welcome. We paint today. If it'll let me zoom out so I can show what I'm doing. There it is. We were just talking about you. I hate capitalism. We all hate capitalism. Big men with dogs, huh? No, I'm just saying that I enjoy, like, the dichotomy. I enjoy two things that, like, don't look like they should match, but they match. You know what I mean? It's like completely tatted out in black and white tattoos, but a cute dress. You know? Bro, I'm crying. Oh, Mog, are you alright, hon? That triangle. I keep on drawing crooked. Like, why am I doing that? Let it look right here. Electric shots redeemed run ads. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Are you guys sure? Alright. I can't believe y'all would do that. Alright. I guess if that's the case, I'll be back in a minute. I can't believe you... What are you redeeming things for? I'll see y'all. For those who, I'll see y'all in 60 seconds. Can't believe y'all would do that, motherfucker. I'm making you money. Hey, I'm nervous. I feel weird about it. I am gonna wait the 30 seconds though. I don't know if you guys... I'm quite unsure on if people can still see me while ads are running. Alright, I'm gonna just read what's going on. Alright. So. Alright, let's see what we got. I should be back now. Okay. You know the job is no good when you physically stop yourself from quitting. Oof. I'm sorry to hear that, Mog. And also, Electric, I appreciate the, I'm getting $3 for 12 hours of work on your birthday. Yikes. That is very painful. I'm so sorry that you had to spend your birthday at work. I do hope you had a lovely birthday though. I hope it was good despite that. Also, 12 hours and no break. You have got to... There should be better work conditions somewhere, right? Maybe you can look for a new job while still working on this one? Multitask it a little? Dude, it's so scummy. I could imagine. Like... Dude, I'll hire you. I'll hire you! I don't know what for. But I would. But they're like, oh, it's not bad. I did 14 with no bathroom. Like, bro, are we competing? Oh my god. Yes, let's compete for the worst work conditions. That's the kind of work that's the kind of office, like, that's the kind of 9 to 5 I want. My god. That sounds rough as hell, babe. I'm so sorry. I hope it gets better soon, really. Gave me my friend 12 hours from bed dork. I literally didn't even see my family yesterday. Oh my god, duh. I don't know how to fist fight capitalism, but I will. I will fight capitalism. I did 17 with no air. It took me 8 hours to get to and from work, and then I had an 18-hour work shift. No. I can't say any of that shit. I've never actually had a job. At least not with actual office hours. Or any at all. My benefits get taken from me if I do a full-time job. Everyone is telling me it's not bad, dude. The fact that I literally think that's just like corporate gaslighting. Because actually the shadow here is relatively light, so we're gonna try to reflect that. Everything's getting a little muddled here, which I don't enjoy. Every day, dude, on Fridays it's like 7. Ya hike! Ya hike! No, it's 5 usually, but bro, you gotta at least drink water, honestly. Get hydrated. A fucking lunch break. Alright. Do we have a bit of shadow here? Yeah, so we'll actually let that stay. I mean, honestly, you might as well. Online shenanigans get really far nowadays. Bro, this motherfucker on the first day was like, oh, you can buy food with the shop's money. You can buy whatever you want, right? And I was like, yeah. Oy. I always feel incredibly uncomfortable the second there's like, the second there's like internal, like, company value. Like the second it's like, you can redeem your work hours and stuff like that for other shit. It feels very, I don't know. I get a little iffy whenever I see it, I'm gonna be honest. The second day I was like, alright, why not buy this thing he's ordering? And then off the end of my shift, he's like, give me $3. Oh my god. Bro just buys the store with the store's money, honestly. If it was that easy, homies. There's like a bit of a shadow there as well, so I'm gonna take this color here and have it do that, I think, like down here. As it goes down. No, I need that to be a lot smaller, actually. Shit's tough. My goodness. I'd eaten anything for 9 hours, just water and 1 energy drink with my own money. Oh my god. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm just gonna start making lunches. Like little lunch boxes, and I will send them to you. I will make little lunch boxes. And you will get little lunch boxes, and then you can finally have a fucking lunch break. Hashtag save Mog 2022. Honestly. Honestly. And then that's gonna blend in a little bit towards this highlight here. How far does the highlight go on the nose? It's actually a little bit here and then like here. No, again, we're gonna only sort of do a highlight around it and leave the sort of base color on its own. This actually goes off into kind of like a triangle shape. There was a plan to save money to get Mog out of the Middle East, out of Jordan at least. Yeah. It's a good plan, honestly. Yes. This is a good shadow. I like this shadow. Like that, I think. We're getting somewhere closer to normal here. Getting closer to what looks like a pretty sweet piece. Oh, goodness. He's so petty too. He's like, go buy us a cola, it's 30 cents. And now it's like, no thank you. Oh my goodness. Man, some people are just... Luckily, sometimes work colleagues are just work colleagues, you know? I'm very happy that you don't have to interact with him other than at work. It sounds childish. He's 44 years old. Yike. You know it's bad when a man older than you, like, behaves like a child. You know what I mean? And that also reestablishes a fantastic point that I've always thought, is that just because someone's older than you doesn't mean you need to treat them with respect. I'm 18, why are we doing this? Honestly, yeah. Like, again, like, I've never believed that just because someone is older than you that you should treat them with respect, because I've always believed that, like, respect is inherently given until proven otherwise. Like, that's kind of the thing. Like, I will respect anyone around me, but the second they do something that takes away that respect, or at least sort of changes that perspective, then, like, all bets are fucking off the table. It's like, do no harm, take no shit. Like, be nice to others, but if others aren't nice to you, then fuck them. Like, absolutely destroy them, because then, you know, they're not fucking worth your time. Which sucks, because in a work setting, you can't really avoid seeing them. I'm gonna put that in the corner, I think, as well. Dude, I work my ass off for this man, and he does these things. It's so fucking draining. I could imagine. Like, being in a work setting that just isn't good for you, especially for that many hours, is no wonder you're exhausted. And you're also 18, like, in a very, very literal way. Like, just go out and be a kid. Fuck the job. Stick it to the man. Like, I don't know. I know it's nowhere near as simple as that, because if it was, then you would have done so by now, but that's like my instinct, you know? Like a protect mod squad. Protect Mog. At all costs, actually. Mm-hmm. That's what I needed. A darker saturation in the eyes. Dude, today he was like, take 20 and bring us ones instead. And I was like, look and see a hell of a lot of ones. My god. It feels like the high school teenage drama. You know what I mean? I don't know. Some people have never learned to be adults, and it shows. Let's do a bit of blending here. Oh, that eye does look a lot better. I think the darker brush really helped, so we're gonna do that a little bit over here as well. Goodness. Dude, I looked in the cash thing when you pulled that 20 and I giggled when he asked. Honestly, and I don't blame you. Like, if there's anything that can give you a peace of mind, just remember that you are the adult in that situation. You are the mature one here, and that's what, like, while it might not make him treat you better, it can at least give you some peace of fucking mind. That already made it 1,000 times better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna blend this out here into that. Oh, goodness. When I came back, I was like, so are we done talking about me? Bro, I never saw him spiritually. You know, that's what I call a fucking power move. Well done, babe. You did great. It was magnificent. That's the thing. I love that. I don't like that he treats you like that, but I love that for you. In particular, that moment, I love that for you. Alpha Mila, I'm crashing your party, sis. How's the painting? It looks fantastic. Mog, Electric, anyone who's in? This is Twinny. This is Sissy. Hello, welcome, welcome. Thanks for crashing the party, jackass. We're doing a bit of value trading, homies. So you can see right now, I decided to sort of monochrome one of the palettes, and then I use this palette as like the thing. So, I can sort of like pick from that, you know what I mean? So now that I have all the values, I'm sort of doing a thing where I'm trying to make it look slightly like the picture, but I know it's not going to be accurate, so like I'm just vibing. Ayo? Yeah, indeed, yo, I don't know shit about art, but I'm here to support. As you should. Sissy's actually really good with sculpting, and has made it like masks and stuff, and is also a dungeon master for Dungeons and Dragons. I don't play in her campaigns though, I'm afraid, because her friends are too hot and intimidating, so I don't actually. And also, like, particularly with Sissy and I, we try to make sure that our social lives don't mingle too much because we're not the same fucking person. Love the light dark shading stuff you've got going on. Thank you. It's absolute hell. No, it's not. It's actually quite fun. But I'm just a jackass, so. No, not a race. No. Would you believe me if I said I was still learning? I need that to be almost pitch black, actually. Thank you. I have just found our new darkest shade, though. And also, Sissy, what do you think of the whole thing looks? Look! She do a move. I mean, I've shown you her before. But, like, also look at the background of the stream and stuff. The whole layout. Isn't it cute? We don't have to talk about the way that I seek validation from my sister. Fuck you guys. It's so cute. As it should be. I worked hard on this. The flower borders are 10 out of 10. Honestly, yeah, they're little daisies. Because I thought of putting sunflowers everywhere, and then I was like, that would sort of distract with the big bright colors. Because I used to have sunflowers, but I sort of removed the little line where all my social medias were and just sort of made that a command on Twitch instead of having it be like on the screen all the time. Did you give him a gun though? Mog, I'm not gonna give the pretty painting man a gun. Yeah, absolutely. Sissy, do not support. Do not fuel his. Like a super fancy. I'm not, Sissy. Sissy, if you draw the gun, I'll put it in. I'll put the gun in the drawing if you give me the gun. He deserves me too, I mean, damn. Valid. Valid. This is so far looking quite nice. So I do not blame you. Gonna be an absolute hellscape. It looks like he has pink eye. I promise it's just shading. I want my mouth to look like that shade of blue when we're done. Mug. In my Christian server. God damn it. Again, I cannot blame you, homie. I really can't. Yeah, there's like a smidge of light here, and then it goes back into shadows. He's so pretty. I know, right? I sort of went on Pinterest, and where do I have it? There it is. Joseph Barrett is the photographer, not the model, the photographer. I went on Pinterest and was like, portrait, and then like this guy showed up, and I was like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Also because it gives me an excuse to practice hands. Because when I like to make things difficult for myself, I make things incredibly difficult for myself. So like you cannot see it. Well, you can see a little bit of the ear now that I zoom in. So we're gonna take a dark shadow and sort of do this. And we'll just blend that right in. Smaller. There we go. Because it's still an ear. It's still gotta look vaguely ear-shaped. Just like this, maybe? Bro, my hands are scuffed now. I was a corpse, now I'm corpse. Are you alright? I know work was hard. I mean, on the other hand, my hands are always scuffed as well, but that's, you know. Sometimes hands are to be scuffed. Fuck. I almost dropped my tablet pen. We are an adult here today, folks. Alright. Just to get, like, a blending of the lines. Yeah, I'll buy a nail kit and I'll take care of him, don't worry. Oosh. Oh yeah, with, like, the $2 an hour that you're earning at work. I have 800 nail kits. Well, no, I don't have 800. I have a lot of nail kits, and then I don't use any of them because my nails always snap. I sort of just decided to keep them short until I can get acrylics done again. Oh yeah. Like at one point I was doing some training at the gym, and then like while I was doing like a shoulder press, like my fucking nails snapped. It was god awful. $2, that means I'll afford them in a month. I love that for you, babes. Right, Sissy, if you weren't aware, Mog is getting absolutely scuffed at work. But we are, slowly forming a petition to save Mog. I need it to be darker, because it's like the same shade as everything else back here. Oh yikes, good luck to you, Mog. See, now you have familial support. Both me and my twin sister are here to give you support, Mog. That's what I wanted. Like, I want it to be like the fucking exact same shade. No, go back. There it is. Thank you. I'm getting that bag. Don't worry about me. You deserve it. You do deserve to get bag, Mog. It's okay. Goodness gracious. I'm just gonna sneak our way past here. I'll futz with that a little later, because I do not have the energy to continue to look at sort of how to draw that finger and try to do it again and again and again right now. Except I will automatically revoke that statement and start blending out again. But I'll buy a laptop and I'll fucking skedaddle. Hell yeah. Get a laptop and get the hell out. To stream. Hey, yeah! Join me in the streamer brigade. Streamer brigade. This streamer brigade. I don't know how to speak the English language. I promise I know how to speak the English language. Join me in hell, Mark. No, streaming is actually really fun. I quite enjoy it. Let me just sort of... Ugh, I hate this, though. Why did I decide to choose a portrait with nails? Right, because I hate this. Yeah, laptops are so fucking pricey. Yeah. Like, I have my stationery and a laptop because the laptop was a gift and I bought the stationery out of my own goddamn pocket. But my god, the stationery was pricey. Like the computer I'm using right now to stream, beyond belief. Luckily I was able to get stuff for cheaper, but, you know, that doesn't make it easier. Oh my god. I'm just gonna sort of make little tubes. I'll turn it into fingers later. Right now I'm gonna make tubes. Also, I want this man as my background. I'll figure it out once I'm done with it, Sissy. I mean, yeah, but I'm buying it with my brother. That's the plan. So $500, I should do it. Oh, that's true. When it's a shared computer. Oh, my goodness. I'm gonna sort of blend that out into the knuckle. This looks like a hot mess, but I will fix it. I want this man in my bed. I'll see what I can get arranged. He is, however, just a painting of an actual living dude. I'm afraid that he is not real. Or at least this iteration of him is not real. I should stop being gay, Jesus Christ. I see so many beautiful women in the shop, but I'm just too tired to even simp. See, now that's when we know it's bad. When Mog doesn't have the energy to simp, that's when we know that it's bad. put a little bit of the blue here in the middle, and we're sort of just gonna blend that out. But also, gay rights. So, you can be however gay you want. It's all right. We're just gonna blend that out a little bit this way, and a little bit this way. A little bit of the purple shadow. This will turn out okay. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. No simping. You know what, Sissy? You're absolutely right. I think the reason why why the hand looks so scuffed is because I'm just really blending out with a giant fucking brush. But the thing is, I can edit things with the giant fucking brush and the smaller teeny tiny baby brush later. Right now, I just want to get rid of the lines. So like, is this all like sausagey and sort of just like very large noodles? Yes, however. I almost spilled my vodka cola on my laptop. My life just passed before my eyes. Yike. Alright, take a deep breath, Sissy. You made it. You survived. You're... Alright, Sissy. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You got it. May you rest in peace. Oh my god. Barely my god. I'm happy that you and your computer survived. This is a very Lorg finger. I don't know why I don't like that. I'm gonna... There we go. That's better. We do love it. We do not love a noodle finger. I am a better artist than noodle finger. Hopefully. We can pray to the good Lord. Good gods above that we got noodle finger. Ah, goodness, okay. Like that, and then around. Like that. That's what I want. I want sort of like the muddling of the dark brown lines to sort of just like disappear. I'm gonna sneak away around here. My goodness. Come on. There we go. Ah! I have to lift the fucking pencil off the iPad at least every once in a while so I don't undo my whole fucking life's work. That looks slightly better. Less is more. I should have always... I just said it. Less is more, and then I keep on doing more. But I can sort of fix that later. Now we're gonna go back to the face, probably. I don't know. Me. We're gonna fix it, probably. Let's try. Okay. So we're gonna do this. Right? And then, probably the blue that we're working with. I'm gonna do this. And then on top of that, this. As we go down here. We're doing little teeny tiny baby chunks at a time here. As we sort of let this. We're also going to take a lighter form of the shadow, put that over here. Because this is what goes around. I think this is our shadow here. You know, like, I think this is what we were missing. Because this is where the first bit is. So, here. And then there's another section here. And then the section continues down here. Right? I'm not an idiot, right? This is how it looks like. See that? That's already looking a little better. That is already looking a little bit better. Just gotta make sure that we let it use the colors that we want to use. So, again, the blue and the pink, we love it, but we gotta make sure that it fits. Like up here? There we go. What I need is that, but also to take this color and put that here. Yep, 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 yep. Again, another thing with painting digitally is that I have no opportunity to erase now or start over because, it's all in one layer, homies. So if this ends up looking ugly, I can't fix it. I can't redo it. It's just gonna have to look ugly. But we're still working on it. So it hasn't decided our fate yet, so. I'm gonna have to, no. I'm gonna have to stay. I'm gonna keep it small because I think I'm gonna get sort of awkwardly large with the brush strokes if I don't. And I need things to sort of be delicate. It looks like there's a lot more. I want it to be like this, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to seem that large. I think this is the problem. You know, like... Because it goes up like this. I think that works. Yeah. We just gotta draw and erase again and again and again until it sits right. I guess pink is one of those colors where you sort of need a stripe of it in the middle. So I'm only really going to be able to blend around it. And keep that, like, line of pink in there. Now. Nope. Alright. And see, we're just going to take that, we're going to put that in the middle over here, and we're just going to do the same thing again and again. I thought I was going to do cute character design. Incorrect. I'm going to draw the same hand for 25 minutes as I decide that this is now my problem. Again, a little bit more pink. Then I'll take the blue, just a little bit here. There we go. Just really blend that sucker out into a vaguely triangle shape. Hands are looking nice though, thank you. I appreciate it, really. It's just, hands are the fucking worst. They're not really the worst, but they do feel like the worst a lot, especially in this case when I'm painting them. Like, even just drawing them as sketches is hard enough, but like, when I have to render the suckers, my god. So I'm happy it looks nice. But the thing is, the more I practice, the more it's getting me closer to my dream of being able to just randomly draw hands and not worry about how it looks. So the fact that I'm actually doing this is very good for me and my academic process. However, it doesn't make it any easier. Or art academic. I'm studying English literature or English. Like, I don't need to know how to draw hands to be good at my studies. However, oh, I think that light blue line was just what I needed. Yes! Oh, that looks clean. Oh, that does look clean. I fucking love it here. I'm gonna do this real quick though and add just make that real small and put it like right up against the edge here. Yes, and then blend that down. That's what I wanted. The art knowledge will mean that when you have to analyze those super pretentious books, you have all those art terms covered. That's true. That is true. My art terms will be out of this goddamn world. Here. And here. The middle is fine as it is. Did I just whistle? I'll just be drunk doing math so it feels like you're winning. I mean, honestly valid, but that's what you get for studying an engineering degree, so, like, fuck you. We're just gonna be vaping. Alright, let's see how this looks in comparison to the face. So we're gonna do like a... No. I'm gonna go like this. I need it to be a flat brush, thank you. Flat brush, we're gonna see. As it goes out from the ear. Like this. Right? So like this. And then there's sort of like an inwards thing here. And then it sort of evens itself out here. Right, so it goes a little bit in. And then it stops, and then it goes in outwards like that. I'm sort of gonna take this and do that. Greetings, ma'am. Welcome back, Electric. We've gotten relatively far in our painting process here. Gammy, I have important question. Ooh, let me hear it. Let me hear it. Is circle on or is line on? Well, I don't quite understand what you're getting to, but this is a color picker, which is the circle. So if circle on or line on, my brush, right now this brush is square shaped, so it's not even a circle or a line. I have a switch and one side has a circle and one side has a line. Oh. I would say it's a 0-1 thing. It's binary. Wouldn't 1 be on and 0 be off? You're the smart one here, help me. I'm not. Sissy? Sissy, you're the engineer. Is circle off or on? I'm thinking it's binary and circle is off and line is on, but I have no idea. That's my bet, but I am lost. I do appreciate that you think that I'm the smart one, though. Thank you, Electric. You're a doll. You assuming it's binary? Maybe it's non-binary. That's true. It might be non-binary. I can't believe I'd assume a code's gender like that. You're right. Got him. Ayo. Gammy's been canceled. Oh my goodness. I think I need more shadows down here as well, so. 1 is on? Yes! I was right, Sissy, you absolute beast. Thank you. Electric, this is my twin sister. She studies, I forget the name precisely, but it's super cool computer programming and hardware stuff. Hardware and IT engineering, or something like that. The Switch wasn't even plugged in, but you know, god damn it, Electric. Of course, it was also because of binary, so you got it right on the first try, dude. Hell yeah. IT? Those ill thoughts. Sissy. Sissy, why are you like this? How far are you into that vodka cola right now? God, I wish I had a vodka cola. Oh my god, no, but if I did a drunk stream, that would be god-awful. And it would have to be with friends as well. I'd have to get some of the other streamers in on it. About 6 shots of vodka, you absolutely... You know what, Sissy? Good for you, honestly. Who is sending me Discord messages? How to fix 6 shots in a glass. Sissy pours from the heart. Pours from the soul. I have big glasses. That's true. That is true. Fucker uses yeah, Sissy just straight up drinks out of a barrel. Just a fucking barrel of vodka cola. Absolutely, I have those weird domed... Hell yeah. I didn't look at the reference at all for that image, in which I immediately realized I fucked up. So much blending for no purpose, as I must change it immediately. It's like that meme, add a shot of vodka, pours in half the bottle. Yeah, me and Cece were actually discussing that. Yeah, I'm normally not a big drinker, but it's a treat today. Yeah, your fiance is not home, and you have vodka and cola to drink. Oh my goodness. I need to stop getting Discord notifications. They're loud and interrupt my vibe music. That does look a little better. What I might do is take this dark bit and sort of add that here. And sort of just blend that in. Eh. Too big of a blend. Too big of a blend. I overestimated my brush capabilities. We're getting there. We're getting there. One draws, other drinks, good combo. Yeah, you know, we gotta make sure that it matches, you know? No! I undid the blending! I can't believe I'd do that to me. Just gonna... If you zoom out really far, then you can see all your mistakes very far away. So you can see them from a distance. I keep on forgetting that. There we go. There's a part of me that's surprised that I made this. Oh my god, this sounds like such a strange thing to say. We do our best here. We do. We have to match. Like, I am looking at this and I'm like, I couldn't have made that, right? I didn't make that, did I? Oh my god. Guess that's true improvement, right? Or, again, like sometimes what you can do and what you think you can do are two very different things. Like, I tend to normally be like, I tend to sort of think bigger images in my head than what I'm capable of. But right now, I actually think I got it pretty good. So, I don't know. I'm very, I'm positive. I'm surprised, but in like a good way. So we're gonna see how ears work. Just a little bit that way. Less is more, so we're gonna sort of keep a lot of the base coloring down there and just sort of blend out the edges. Let that blend in a little bit as well. Ah! Ah! Me getting notifications. Stop it! My goodness. I should have muted Discord for like ever ago, but you know what? I haven't and I won't. A dark one, so that goes around here. Another thing that I've been trying to learn is how to draw from the reference instead of sort of what I think. It's like what your eye sees and what the image is can be quite different. Like sometimes you just see things like your eye will sort of try to oh, excuse me, that was gross. Your eye will try to sort of fix things that don't look right. So which is why if you draw incredibly messy with a lot of sketches, you'll sort of see like the best outcome in quotation marks in your own image. So it's like learning how to draw from what you see instead of what you think you see is different, and it's difficult, and I don't like it. Well, not that I don't like it. It's a good skill to learn. It's just hard, you know? There we go. And we'll sort of let that fade into that. Also because I think this is a little too far down. It's giving me a little bit Disco Elysium energy with like the harsh lines in the corners and like the weird painterly. I love it. I'm fucking with this. I'm really fucking with this style. It's not really a style. I just decided to choose different colors. What? Who is sending messages and why haven't I muted them yet? It also looks super good. Thank you. Again, one learns how to make things work for Run, right? Words. I don't have them. But this is also a small view into my artistic process. Sissy, welcome to it. If I don't send you 8 gazillion whips. It sort of all comes in and culminates around this sort of shadow around the one nostril. It's still the darkest point, so I'm going to try to use a little bit of stuff like this underneath the finger. Mostly up here, though. And again, down here. And then sort of put like a bit of a shadow underneath here as well. I'm gonna have to zoom in just a smidge, but I don't want to zoom in enough so I don't see it. So I'm gonna just keep it right up there in the corner. And sort of, it's all a little shaded, right? So I'm gonna take that blue and put it there. And it goes like this. I've also started I've started preparing for my re-exams, which is quite good because it's important that I do those. But it's more of started in the way where I don't know what I have to study for because it's like the exam is different than the original one, the one that I wasn't allowed to go to. So I sort of have to ask my professors and be like, which subjects are a part of this exam? Or which topics, I guess, is the right one. Do you think we can work with under this exam? Sort of like, what do you think Which topics do you think will be a part of the exam? Because I honestly have no clue. So that's something that I'm going to be trying to figure out here with my professors throughout the next couple days or so while I start to read up on what I know is going to be there. You know what I mean? So it's a whole mess in figuring out how logistics works. I feel like a whole like space of just like regular and then like the shadow. No. Don't ever let me erase anything ever again. Goes up underneath the nose here. Sort of leans into here. Is this? It sort of blends into this shadowy bit as well. Again, sharp corners are good. I prefer drawing smooth corners, but for this particular piece, I think sharp edges is what we're looking for here. I think it looks really nice. That's what we're working with here. Oh, I should probably also never leave anything on a white background, so don't mind me. There we go. I should change it though. Be more dark and more saturated maybe? Saturated but in like a purple. Yeah, that's what I want. You know what I mean? That means we can sort of smooth around the edges out here as well. See that? That's big brain, folks. Yeah. The chaos is real. Let's blend that the hell out, homies. Because what we're gonna do right now is work onto the lip here. As we get to see what's going on, right? So, with that in mind, there we go. We're gonna just let that blend out. We're gonna see what we got going on. It does seem to sort of blend in a little bit, but the lip is darker than the original sort of shadow here, along with a small hint of light. So we're gonna let that fade in as we get to see what we're working with here. Was gone for 3 seconds and now black background? Nice. As you should be. It's actually, if you look very, very closely, it's an incredibly dark bluish purple. Because I don't do anything with black lines unless it's Twitch emotes or incredibly harsh comic book shading. Now we're moving on to the lips. Even nicer. Yeah. It goes up like this. And sort of around the bottom, like here. Yeah. And then it goes like that. I think that's sort of where the lip sits. We'll look at that? Yeah, we are. Ugh, my goodness. We're gonna do like a sneaker, and then that's gonna go away. Alright, it actually seems like the lip is a lot flatter than I thought, so we're gonna actually blend that down that way. And the highlight is also a lot smaller than I imagined, so don't mind me as I take this and sort of ruin all my hard work for a minute. And we'll instead blend inwards. A little bit outwards and then a little bit more inwards. Like, we'll be able to tell that there's a difference here between the lip and then the shadow of the lip, because these things are sort of in the same layer but quite different. So we're gonna let it sort of be a part of the shadow bit here. And this is me futzing around with shapes for a minute. Let's see what we got. It's actually darker down there, so actually let me ignore all that I just did, take that, and sort of just make this. Cha-ching? Yeah. And we're gonna just take it to our smallest size, which I believe is a size 3. And we're just gonna let that sort of meld in. There. It seems like the sort of corner of the lip is almost the same shade as the shadow. We're just gonna blend that into each other a little bit. If we're gonna try to see what this would mean here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this. No, this. It's me at me. No, put it away. Let's just see what we can do here, right? And then what I might do is honestly just take that and then sort of draw. How far does it go out? It goes out like that. Okay, so we'll just maybe stick with this and we'll sort of let it fall in as I take this, right? So what we're gonna do is we're sort of gonna try to finesse it into the shape that we want, which we're getting relatively close to here. I don't want the sort of muddled brown to be our shadow. I want it to be this purple. So we're gonna have to mix those together. So we're gonna do this. Sort of blend that out that way, so it turns more purple than it does like a muddled brown. See? And then it looks a lot nicer when we blend it into the rest. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our 2 lip bits and sort of just thin out the part of the color itself. You know, we're just gonna thin that out. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, come here, this, and then we're gonna do up like that. All right, it seems like this part is a lot rounded than it's a lot more rounded than I thought, so we're just gonna let that go in. There. All right. Very good. Very good, but I'm a little worried that it's a little, no, fix it. I'm a little worried that it's a bit too loud for the rest of the face. You see what I think it's might be a little bit much. Let me try something here. Let me try something. If I do this, just take the lip bit, copy and paste it. We'll just change the hue. Can we make it a little bluer maybe? Brightness up a little bit. Saturation down. No, saturation still has to be up. Brightness down? No. Brightness up. Saturation up. Now, come back to me. There we go. I think that might help it a little bit. I might also just have to add more shadows around the face because I can see that I'm missing a bit of those as well. So let me get this one maybe, and we'll add here and here, and we'll see if that helps it look a little bit more like a complete part of the piece. I can see that the shadow here sort of blends in to the to underneath the lower lip. So we're gonna see what we can do about that. No. There's something about it that doesn't sit right with me, you know? Like, there's something about it that I don't like. Back it up. Back. There it is. All right, we're gonna go back. Nope. Let's see. If we put a little bit here, right? Yeah, because, like, I think that's what I want in regards to shade. So it might just be I do that. Just blend that out like a motherfucker. Because do you guys see it? I don't know. No, that makes it worse. That does make it worse, actually. Me at me. Does that make it better? No, as a matter of fact, it doesn't. It makes it 800 times worse. I just think the lips are a bit too much. I might have to overlay them with like the same blue or something. Give me a second. Give me a second. I might have a way to fix this. This is also on top of everything else, so I'm not drawing on top of it to ruin it. Don't worry. And then we're sort of just gonna... It needs to be darker. I just... You know what I mean? Like, there's something that inherently doesn't sit right with me about that lip. Color dodge? Add? We'll alpha lock it and maybe just make it like a... Not alpha lock, clipping mask, excuse me. Normal. This is gonna be a lot of me messing around. I just need it to be blue. That's just all I need it to be. I need it to be blue. Let me try this shit again. Up. Copy and paste. Because then what's gonna happen is I'm just gonna... Can I make it blue? Blue? Blue. 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 Saturation all the way up, very blue. Saturation stays the same. And then brightness lighter. Saturation maybe a little higher. That already does look a little better, but I do not know if I like it more. All right, let's try a color balance. Curves. Blue. Red, we'll take it down a little. Gamma. Green, just... Yeah? Something along those lines. I don't know. I've been looking at the same lip for 15 minutes before I decide to move on to the rest of the hand, and I don't know which one I like more. More purpley one or the more bluey one. Because I think the blue one fits in better with sort of the general face, but I like the idea of like a harsh lip that sort of matches the sort of heart of like the eyebrows, sort of like it draws your attention. But I want the eyes to be the primary focus of the drawing. So I'm a little bit, you know, I'm a little on edge here. I'm a little unsure. What if I just take this color and just sort of... You know, like you can see what I mean? I think I'm gonna leave it with the dark one for now, but I will be aware that I do have a bluer lip ready, so... It might also be because that I have it a little bit more over here. Which is probably where it should be. The lip actually looks a little uneven, which I think is a really cool touch. The thing about it is that the bottom of the lip blends into the shadow here. So if I do a layer on top, which I normally wouldn't do in a painting piece, but I'm just gonna try this out and see what it looks like. It does look good. I will say that. It does make the whole purple lip seem a little bit more put together. Same here, maybe? I think I like it. I do think I like the sort of shadow here. Delete the blue lip. I'll be able to edit it later if I don't like it. Probably. Either way, we'll figure it out. That's a bit of the hand done. We're going to figure out the rest of this lip business. I think it is as much as I'm willing to do on it before I start getting upset. We're going to see what we can do with that. Oh, goodness. Gonna sit myself up. Oy. I've been sitting in like a gremlin position all stream. Where's a pillow? Where do I have it? There it is. So many loud noises as I'm trying to get myself set up. There we go. I don't have to crane my neck down to actually sit and draw properly. What is that? What is that? What is that? Oh my god, we're getting so close to something that I think I can call finished, but now is not the time. We have not reached it yet. I'm also going to put a little bit of darker shadows on that one. Or not darker, but sort of we'll do a purpley look to that side as well. Or maybe like with the blue, put a bit of a contrast in there. I love that for me. Oh goodness, what happened? Come back. What is happening? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O, come back now. There we go. I was... Yeah, ruh-roh. I got worried for a second, but we're back, we're back. All is well. Probably. We fixed it. Oh, goodness. But what I will mention is... What was I gonna talk about? Right. Goodness. I was out shopping recently to get some nice new clothes for me, and I got a bunch, I got some new bras, and they're quite lovely, and they sit quite nice, except for the fact that much like leather shoes, you have to break them in. Like, you have to, like stretch out some of the elastic in the handles, or like in the point of contact. I'm gonna have to show this. I'm gonna put this in a different canvas. Like, if I put a quick square canvas, I'm gonna explain to you the situation here. You got a little bit of biology. So if we have a person, right? And we have the bra sit here, right? As bras are tend to do. They sit around the back, and they go up here, they sit here, right? Since there's like a established like stretch here, like the point of contact is constantly sort of being pushed down by the pressure or like the weight. So like particularly this spot, like above, like on the shoulder where the strap would sit, is getting pulled down by the weight of the bust. Of course, normally you would see it down here, but we're doing like a vertical here. So I have like some bruising on my shoulders, like here in here, because I have to break in the new stuff. And normally, like, it's been what, 5-ish years since I've had to like break in like new clothes. So like I don't think I was prepared for it. So I'm sort of just like I'm just like right now working with sort of like, you know, yeah, it's very, I don't know how to explain it. It's sort of like you have to just put yourself through it until it gets better, and then it suddenly at one point it'll be easier. But there is like a couple weeks sort of waiting period, much again like if you have to break in a pair of shoes, where you sort of just have to be like, yeah, I'm probably gonna be a little bruised. That's what my life's been like for the past couple of days here, as I've been trying to get myself situated. So my shoulders are tired. They are bruised. But it's okay, because it will be easier soon. And I got clothes that fit, so, you know, that's always great. But I would be lying if I said that it's, like, easy or fun. I'm happy because I'm getting clothes, not happy because what I have to do to make sure that it fits. But, you know, that's what happens when you have the big titty bracket tax. Things just suddenly become more difficult and more expensive. So, this is why, because it's actual canon in Magical Girl lore that when you're in your Magical Girl shape, you don't get back pain. So, I say that as if it's a real thing, but like, you know what I mean. It is quite square, so it would make sense for it to be like a little bit more like this. So that's been my life for the past couple of days. But other than that, it's been quite nice. I've been making a bunch of phone calls, doing things like being an adult. It's been relatively nice. On the other hand, I'm really vibing with this jazzy music. Either way. It's been quite relaxing. Of course, other than the studying for the re-exams. I try not to... Like, I have like I guess a school day of studying. Thank you for bust information. You know, I must keep the public informed. You know what I mean? The public must be informed of how uncomfortable it is to adjust to new clothing. I am nothing if not honest with my audience. I'm doing a bunch of adult shenanigans, like making sure things are ready for the next semester and stuff like that, and also the re-exam. So I've been doing a bunch of studying and sort of like, again, like school hours, like from, or at least in like my own designated school hours, so I can sort of get up and walk the dog and stuff like that before. So like from 10 to like 3, 4-ish that I'm drawing, or not drawing, that I'm studying. And then after that, I'm like, now you're off the clock, now you can relax. And that's when I do things like draw or play Hades and wait impatiently to play The Walking Dead on Tuesday. So, yeah. Let's see. It's actually slightly more like curved. I didn't expect it to be that curved, but I can make that work. We're gonna sort of like have to do that a little bit then. So But you know how it is, Electric. You gotta make sure that, I don't know. I've never been a person who gets, I don't think I have a semblance of shame in regards to what works and whatnot, because especially, like, here, we're just vibing. You know what I mean? We're just chatting. I don't feel the need to censor myself in particular. If my shoulders are absolutely destroyed, then y'all will know about it. But, you know. We're gonna have to blend that out a little bit. Let's see what we have. How does the hand look? It's actually only really a triangle-esque shape here, so we're gonna undo that. Now. We'll let that come to life here and sort of do that like a round thing. It's like a triangle here. That's what I wanted. Yep. We found it. But yeah, I did play 400 Days on Tuesday, which was really, really fun. But I must admit, I am more excited to see how's it going, or how it is going with Clementine. So I'm very excited for Tuesday. On the other hand, I did also play Hades, which was really fun as well. So I also quite enjoyed that. Like, I've been trying to tell myself that, like, it's okay if I don't play it on stream, but then whenever I start up Hades, I'm just like, but what if I did play it on stream? But that means I sort of have to alternate between Hades and The Walking Dead, which means The Walking Dead would take forever. And Hades is one of those games where you just really track progress with. Like, the only reason that I would be playing Hades on stream is to sort of be a funny haha and sort of show, I guess, I don't know, share my experience as someone who has never really taken a lot of time to learn how roguelikes work. So, there's a bunch of rules to it, or at least not rules, but like ideas that I have. That aren't necessarily rules, but I feel like, I think like I consider them sort of like guidelines. Which doesn't make sense at all. But, again, I'm new to this world, so. I'm brand new. Teddy, are you good? Hi. Teddy, vad är det? Hello, lille vän. I'm sorry, my dog just did like the largest, grossest burp. So I automatically was like, what have you eaten, stupid? Oh, you want uppies? Want uppies? And up to Daisy. That's my boy. He's my sweet little guy. Oh man. I will put him back down. Sometimes you have to bully your pet dog every once in a while. And when I mean every once in a while, I mean all the time, actually. I bully Teddy a lot more than he should get bullied, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop bullying him. We're just gonna sneak our way around here. Let's see. Do we have any particular lines here? There we go. Breeze 837. Hi there, Breeze. Welcome, welcome. We're doing a bit of painting today. Or at least this is me practicing painting. So I'm doing a little bit of hue and value, and I guess learning how to render, I guess, is the right term. So we're doing a little bit of messing around with that. actually, that line seems to go down this way, so I'm gonna have to do that instead. There it is. Do a little bit of a sneak around. Yeah, that looks a lot more accurate to the image. Now, come on. There it is. It has a hard time, my iPad tends to have a hard time letting me zoom out when I have to. We're just gonna... There we go. I'm trying to make sure that all of this looks, again, looks reasonable in regards to size. I do think I have the nail a little bit too rounded at the top though. So what I'm gonna do is take this and sort of just cut that off. If it doesn't look nice, I'll put the blame on me, because I'm the only one who is doing this piece. Who else do I have to blame? Colin. Hi, Colin. Welcome, welcome. We're doing some painting. I'm going to take a little bit of that, though, and sort of... There we go. That's much better, I think. Fits the style a lot more. How are things? Welcome to stream. If it doesn't look good, blame the guy for having fingers that cut off too easy. You know what? You get it. You absolutely get it. That's the way it's supposed to be. Oh my god. Like, I think... Oh my god, I drew the finger way too... I drew... Gotta go here. Almost pitch black and sort of let it... rounds off here. That's what I wanted. I'll let that blend out a little bit. It's like all pitch black. How am I? Okay. It leans up into the brow. Doing all right? Hell yeah. I'm getting blasted by the summer heat. Today was a warm day. A very gross warm day. But we made it work. I think it's because it was thundering yesterday. Everything sort of just got absolutely sweltering today. It was disgusting, honestly. It really wasn't. I'm just being dramatic. No! No! I blended out the eye! No! There it is. I fixed it. Gross how? Humid? Yeah, humidity is horrid. Yeah. Like, I think whenever I have to describe something that's humid or, like, vaguely wet, I just go, yeah, it's just gross. Like, I just don't think that far into the equation. Words are beyond me. I don't understand them. Don't undo any smudge strokes. I work hard on all of these smudge strokes. Let's take that color maybe and sort of do like a... Are there police horses outside? Wait. Oh, they are. Hello. It's the wildest thing. The wildest thing. What is it? Almost, yeah, quarter to 11. Just a couple of cops on horses, just walking around doing their thing. Sometimes you gotta. I don't like that I did any of that. Let's blend that back down into the purple. Thank you. I can take 55 Celsius if it's dry. Sure, feel your skin bake in the sun, but at least you can But at least you can sweat and stand in front of a fan and cool off. Exactly! Mounted police are cool. They're very cool. It's a little less cool for me because I'm incredibly allergic to horses. Or most farmyard life. Because of, you know, I'm a sensitive little one. But I'm a sensitive thing. My schnoz is very sensitive. But yeah, 55 degrees Celsius is fine if it's dry. Like, the second it becomes, like, humid, like, I melt at 25. And as someone who's, like, lived abroad in warmer countries than Denmark, like, I should be ashamed, but I really cannot make myself, like, enjoy the humid heat. Until you're out on business and other riders, and then it sucks. Yeah, that's true. I'm very lucky that the only one that really takes notice of the only thing the police really take notice of the mounted police is that they take notice of my dog, which is really sweet, because he sits on the bottom of the scooter while I drive. So. And when I was younger, it was like, oh, you have a driver's license? No, homie, it's just a scooter. But we made it work. I was blending that hand down here. I hate humidity, and that's why I like my temperature banding of 0 to 45. Yeah. I could go for a negative 10 to 15, though. I don't mind negative in regards of degrees, but that's a little darker than the rest of it, so maybe like this? Me futzing with hands is gonna be the stuff that takes the longest, because it's hard, man. It's just hard. I don't have any excuse. It's just hard. Okay, I feel like I've done the same issue that I've done before, where I've sort of curved it without needing to. So I'm gonna sort of do that and have it be sharper. Yeah, okay. Again, we're messing around here. We're trying to see what works. We're gonna have to make sure that it's not like pointy sharp, but like sharp in the way where it actually makes sense. So we're just gonna do that. The shadows come relatively high up here, so we're gonna take this maybe. Right, and then up here. Worst I did in the cold was when I was in Kyoto. It started to snow and people were weirded out by my having my forearms uncovered. Like them being covered. Yeah. I also don't like my forearms being covered either. I've always been like a short-sleeved, poofy-sleeved kind of person myself. My only exception, however, is like lace clothing, sort of like lace sleeves and stuff like that. That can go all the way back down to the hands. I think I really enjoy it. Like that sort of like the sleeve, like the wrist cuffs, and then sort of like a big lace sleeve, like very fantasy. I really enjoy it. All right, that's already a little better, but all right, next bit. It goes the same here as well. I just think I need to add a little bit more blue to the middle. Took out my jacket, stood in the corner, and ate ice cream and jeans and a t-shirt and acted like nothing was wrong. Okay, now that's just a power move. Ice cream while it's snowing? In a t-shirt? Fuck yeah. It's giving me very much like iced coffee in winter, you know? I personally am like the opposite. I'm a warm tea. I'm like a hot coffee in the summer. Not because I don't like iced coffee. I'm queer. I have to like iced coffee. But that's incorrect. It's a stereotype. But but sometimes warm coffee just hits better. You know what I mean? Especially because I like my coffee sweet. I have a horrifying sweet tooth. It's a fucking problem. So whenever I have the opportunity, I'm like, we could set this a little sweeter. A little sweeter. And iced coffee can only get so sweet. I'm straight and like iced coffee. Exactly. A lot of people like iced coffee. I just don't know. I don't know why it became like the gay stereotype to drink iced coffee all the time. I don't know how it started. And I, of course, don't support having stereotypes, but weirdly enough, I fall directly into the category. Hot drinks are better to cool off. Fun fact. Ooh, okay. I actually didn't know that. I love that information. However, it will not stop me from drinking ice cold water with ice cubes in it, so. I will eat ice cubes when it gets warm enough, just straight up. I love this like bright pink shadow highlight thing that I have here. I think it's really cool, so we're gonna try to keep that in. Because if basically I've put it where the ring would be. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Exactly! Exactly. Sometimes you just have to crunch. So I'm gonna try to see if I can still put together where the shadows would be, even if the ring wasn't there. Which means there won't be that many, but I still want to keep that pink. There is something wrong. I know what it is. 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 It's because the nail it's not sitting where it's supposed to be sitting. Oh, I fixed it. I think I fixed it. I think I fixed it. Holy shit. Oh, that's tinnitus. Oh, I got tinnitus. My ears are ringing. Give me a second. And it's gone. Sometimes it happens. Thought I heard that eating ice cubes was a sign of sexual frustration. Where'd you hear that? That sounds like the Onion article. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my god. Getting called out this fine day. Cold cubed water. It's just good. Cubed water is pretty great. Oh, also, Colin, Alpha Milla. Colin, this is my sister. This is Colin. When I was 16, from a woman I worked with, but she might have been saying that to make me feel embarrassed. Maybe. It's probably, there's probably some, like, the brother YouTube channel study on it. I don't know if it's true or not, but I mean, it's certainly fun. But the thing is, I do not become embarrassed in this chat. I am nothing but a harbinger of chaos. I think that already looks a lot better. What I need to do then instead is go in here. Hello, sister person. I am Ratbag and all-around troublemaker. Sissy, this is Colin. Colin, this is... Ugh, my goodness. Sissy normally doesn't join streams because she has to hear me ramble on the regular. So, already a little better there. I think adding that extra layer or line of purple. I'm a mischief meister and I'm just vibing. Valid. Well done, Sissy. You're doing great. I'm gonna go like that. I love you too, Sissy. However, this is the same color as everything else, so I might have just sort of oversaturated the highlight here. So, when will my tinnitus go away? We're ringing. Isn't it something that everyone, like, every adult who's had headphones now has? I love me too. I was talking to my sister, but I do appreciate the vote of confidence. It develops over time, yeah. But I think most people, particularly younger ones who have, like, who've worn, like, big headphones and sort of just had, like, the ear pod, like, the sort of anyone who has had, like, the sort of computer with headphones vibe just has tinnitus. You know what I mean? Anyone who's had active access to YouTube, you know? But luckily mine isn't that bad. It is worse in people now because we don't understand that shit will ruin your ears. Exactly. I blew mine out at punk shows. Yeah. One of my friends is a complete metalhead, right? And I think he was wearing earplugs and big headphones that were like semi-sound canceling and shit like that. And he said he was the only one out there doing it. Working in words. Industrial settings. My god, I forgot how to speak. Industrial settings. Yeah, I mean, jackhammers and stuff like that must be a hellscape for tinnitus. Alright. And then I think it's the same issue here as well, where I sort of just made the entire thing a highlight instead of like actually having it be somewhat same. It's alright, English is a bullshit language. Yeah, but on the other hand, Danish is worse. So and those are the two languages I've got somewhat control over in a way where I could make conversation. So punk shows are the best way to fuck up your ears, though. Yeah, but I mean, anything with like, any of the music that I enjoy that sort of, like, has a good heavy guitar to it, or not heavy and heavy metal, but, like, has a good, but has, like, I guess just, like, a loud guitar, will automatically fuck up your ears. Punk shows are the best way to— you know what? I choose to ignore the last 4 words, Alpha Miller. You know what? Valid. Go off, King. However, I do think— because I agree, punk shows are the best place to— you know, you're not wrong, TM. No, I think that's it's a very valid and true take. Alright, that's already looking a little better. Electric, what's your stance on the matter? Personally, I would stay away from any festival setting. Just because it's probably really dirty. Like, just, like, it's probably just real nasty out there. On what matter? Yeah, I said it mostly as a joke, but I want the dark shadow here instead of like the purple, instead of like this sort of brownish reddish one. Gotta make it cohesive. I say as I immediately don't make it cohesive. There we go. That looks a little better. Gotta blend that in, make it real small. Eh. I wouldn't know. No, valid. Hey, baby. Gonna curve a little bit on the lines here. Let that blend out. And use an eraser here and here. No, I think it needs to be like that, and then I'll sort of just do this. There we go. That's what I want. Why is it... Oh, right. Why is the blending so small? Because I made it small. Would no, out of nowhere, absolutely loving the pink highlights you're using, Grammy. Oh, thank you. Thing is, they're actually a part of the shadows. So the highlights are actually like this faded grayish pink color, if we're looking over here. So the pinks are actually our shadows, very neon-esque energy. But I do think you're right. That the highlights and these bright pink shadows are very, very good. Let me get that to the larger one. Not the largest, because I'm not a psychopath. I'm not an idiot. There we go. The worst situation like that was when a friend had split with her girlfriend and volunteered me to be her first man. I said no, not because she was drunk, but because I was not prepared to be the representative of all men to this lifetime. Oof. That one's also a hard situation to be in, I think. I mean, also, like, anyone's ideas when they're drunk is a bad idea. So, I don't think, I think you were in the right on that one, no matter what reason there was. But yeah, I could imagine being, like, a first guy partner would be sort of like a difficult thing to be. I don't know. I didn't really mention to my first guy partner that he was my first guy partner, just because, like, I don't know, it didn't seem to come up in conversation, and I didn't really think it mattered. You know what I mean? But I guess that depends on the person, right? So. Because I also really don't believe in, like, the whole gold star bullshit. So, I just don't think it matters. But I can get what you mean with it sort of being... At 19, it was too much pressure. Oh my god, yeah, valid. The 36-year-old, it was easy because it was clear they were not in a great headspace that would ruin the expert. Yeah, like, being in a bad headspace can really make or break a moment, you know what I mean? What's a gold star? A gold star gay is, yeah, gold star's never that had a man at all, or a man who's never had a woman at all, right? It's basically sort of like you can, I of course, like, the idea is that you're sort of like a high value, like a sort of top tier gay if you've never been with someone of the opposite gender, but I just don't think that's good to sort of sit and I don't know. I don't like to. I don't like the idea of sort of putting a value on one gender over the other in regards to sort of like, oh, because you've tried this, that means you are less Gold Star gay. Oh, that's platinum actually. But I don't believe in that anyway. But the reason I know it's platinum is because it's different. Gold Star gay men also need to be born from a C-section. Oh yeah, true. I mean, also a valid point, but yeah, I don't know. I've never really believed in the Gold Star stuff. But you know, to each their own. Let people do and think what they do and want. So I've had partners of both and in between parts, and both and in between sections, so I don't really give a shit. No, I need the blending to be a little smaller here because I want it to actually have that blue instead of be like a muddled pinkish gray. There we go. Yeah, just a little bit of some more queer lingo that it can be learned. But I mean, there's a joke about not being fussy in there somewhere. Oh no, I have standards. It's not that. It's just a... I don't know. Gender isn't the defining factor. You know what I mean? I'm actually quite fussy. I'm very particular with my partners. So, I mean, you're probably not wrong to some degree. I'm not fussy about a lot of things, but there are some parts where there are some things in a relationship where I'm extremely fussy. Must be 7 foot tall and covered in hair. I don't know about that one though. I do not know about that one. Is there anything that I'm not seeing that I've just straight up missed? Is there anything in here that I haven't rendered? Haven't looked at? Nose ring! Fuck. CCU lifesaver. Colin, you're also a lifesaver. It's the same color as the eye. Here. Alright, must be 7 foot tall, covered 8 foot tall. Now we're talking 8 feet tall. I am drawing this on a new layer, so I don't have to sit and fuss with no, we're not doing a stipple brush. I also reorganized all my brushes. I'm very excited. And then here as well, there's like a indent. We're just gonna make these real small. Just do this. And then just take it even smaller. We're just gonna do this. Can we see that this is a nose? Yes, but only barely. Donut's being a menace. I'm gonna BRB. Goodness gracious. Take care of Donut. Tell him he's being a little shit and then I love him. Donut is my, gonna be a menace. Donut's the name of my sister's kitten. I guess almost cat now. So, he is a menace. He's a little shit. Yeah. Alright. My cat is named Maddie and she is old. She's 15. Oh, what a sweetie. I saw the pictures you sent in the server. She is absolutely delightful. I adore her. I love cats so much. Alright. There it is. I think I have it there. Hell yeah. I like it when she gets bitey. Well, it means that she's still got some energy to her. You know what I mean? I'm very lucky that Teddy is a very gentle dog, so I don't have to worry about him being bitey. Let's do a hue test here and see if we feel worth it. Alright, what I'm gonna do, I think, is get a bit of the shadow here. And get that here. Just a teeny tiny little blender. Speaking of Blender, oh my god, I downloaded Blender, like the 3D modeling program. And I thought it was gonna be a little bit more like Live 2D, where I sort of like it would have the same setup system, but it doesn't. So now I have to learn how to use an entirely new system as well. Not because I'm gonna be using it for any Live 2D rigs, but you know what I mean? Like I sort of was like, oh, of course it'll be just like Live 2D. It's not. It's not Live 2D, and it never will be, but I want it to be. He was yelling at me for brush time. He needed his brushings! He needed to get brushed! Yeah? No, it's a little too high up. Just a smidgen lower. Those teeth and fur. So lucky for a little idiot man. That's also how people talk about me, actually. Really not. Okay. Now I think we have it. All right, now we're gonna do the thing that I'm very excited about. We're gonna take to Radiant Map. Ooh. Okay, that's actually not bad, folks. Look at that! I think I actually got the most of it here. The only thing I really need to do is fix up a bit on the shadows, make them darker. Look at that compared to the image in the corner. Holy shit, we're actually getting there. So only a little bit more left. So that means we're gonna go here. And we're gonna do this. And this. And this. And then I think actually we have it. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I was very proud of myself for that. We're gonna do a little bit of blending out here. Already looks a lot more like the image itself. We just needed some harsher shadows. Ugh, I love it here. I'm gonna try not to just paint over all the other colors here, but to emphasize just the roundness of the head. Time for me to go read older D&D rules. Ooh, what edition? What edition? I'm a 5e girl myself, so it's not brand new. I don't want it. No, that is incorrect, but you know what I mean. Ooh, a D&D 2e. Oh, second edition. That is old. That is old. Let me know if it's any, like, good in a way where it's sort of, like, easy to work with. Easy when compared to 5? Not at all. Oof. But you know, it's definitely something to be curious about. Let's try again. Let's try again. Much better already. But it has mechanics that are lacking in 5e. That's true. And I guess mechanics sort of take the, mechanics are what makes the system complicated after all. So... Holy shit, you guys. I actually think we have it. I say and then immediately start editing a little bit more. 5e is really good at allowing you to murder hobo 2e as systems built around you gaining followers and becoming an influence on the area. Ooh, that's good. I've always had an issue with murder hoboing. I just don't like it. But I think it sort of also takes away a bit of the luster. But I think that we might actually have finished it. To use film conventions, 5e is superhero film, 2e is a crime family building tower film. Oh my god, I love a good mafia movie. I mean, I could add the freckles. Do I have a good freckle brush? It's in this color though, so let me find my stipplings. No. Can I find a stippling brush that's worse? In a way where it's not as organized? Just a hint of it, just a little bit of texture. It is different. Fights play more like a traditional war game and less tactics video game, like 4e and 5e have. Oh. I haven't really played that many, like, I mean, I've played strategy games, but, like, my version of strategy games is stuff like Fire Emblem, where it's, like, I haven't really delved into, like, traditional tactical games. But it certainly sounds interesting. I think I have it, folks. I think I actually have it. What we are gonna do is real quick take our lightest color. Take our flat brush. There we go. All right, and now what I'm gonna do is copy the canvas, paste it on top, and see if a gradient map would actually help. Oh, that is beautiful. Noir, no. Neon, no. Blaze, no. Venice, no. Instant, no. Breeze. Ooh, Breeze is good. Mystic. Oh, also very good. I think right now Mocha is my best bet. Oh my god, everything looks good with this palette. Oh, I did a good job, folks. I think I did a really good job. Fire Emblem is a good way of thinking about 5e combat, where 2e is more like you want to get behind. You want to hide. Ah, yeah. A minuscule difference, but that's what matters. Because in 5e, a 3-1 fight is risky. In 2e, 1v1 is risky. I do love that it's more high stakes. I do think that's very cool. I want to add rim lighting. Just blend this out a little bit. All right, folks. We did it. Now that's what I call some fucking painting practice. All right. But with that in mind, that's going to be the end of the stream for tonight. It's been 3.5 hours. I've tried 3E and never really fell into it, so I've been DMing 5E, which I love, and that looks so rad. Thank you so much, Sissy. I think we've done what we can do, and I will not let myself futz it up even further. Thank you, Colin. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for joining me while I get all of this done, and definitely tried something new. I will see you guys all on Tuesday as I continue The Walking Dead. And until then, get some rest, take care of yourself and others if you can, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Good night, everyone!